The Dallas Cowboys will be down a starter on the offensive line for at least a couple of months, according to ESPN's Adam Schefter. The NFL Insider reports that Cowboys guard Rob Jones has suffered a broken neck and will miss 2 to 3 months. Jones had been working with the starting offensive line during training camp, per Schefter. Rob Jones is in his first season with the Cowboys after spending the previous 4 years with the Miami Dolphins. In March, the former Middle Tennessee State star signed a 1-year deal worth a reported $3.75 million with Dallas. The 26-year-old started all 17 games at left guard for the Dolphins in 2024. He allowed 5 sacks and 28 pressures across 1,080 snaps, per Pro Football Focus. His pass blocking grade was 54.3, according to PFF. Rob Jones played left guard and right guard for the Dolphins during the 2022 and 2023 seasons, including making 12 starts at left guard. Jones made the Dolphins' 53-man roster as a rookie in 2021, despite going undrafted. He played 71 snaps that season. Prior to turning pro, Jones spent 2 seasons at Middle Tennessee State. The Illinois native started his college career at Highland Community College in Kansas. The Dallas Cowboys opened training camp last Tuesday. The first preseason game for the Cowboys is scheduled for August 9th against the Los Angeles Rams. One of the more dramatic parts of the 2024 season in New England was the decision by Jerod Mayo and company to draft Drake May with the 3rd overall pick and follow it up in the 6th round by selecting another quarterback. Although Joe Milton III was highly regarded for his potential, it seemed odd to take 2 rookie quarterbacks when the assumption was that May would be the starter eventually, with Jacoby Brissett as the veteran starter until then. It led to countless inevitable headlines regarding the drama in the locker room, as Milton had some standout moments during practice, and it eventually led to him stepping in for May in Week 18. He helped the Patriots win the game over Buffalo, ensuring they fell from the number 1 overall pick in the 2025 draft to number 4, and guaranteed the new regime led by Mike Vrabel would have to figure out what his future would be. Milton was a priority trade in free agency, and the Patriots sent him to where he reportedly wanted to go, which was the Dallas Cowboys. Since he arrived in the NFC East, the young quarterback has taken a few shots at the team that drafted him, and that continued once the Cowboys began training camp last week. While that's not entirely unexpected, Milton's comments, as they remain, are debatable regarding who and what he was referring to. Joe Milton continues to share an unfavorable experience with the Patriots since arriving in Dallas. After an early practice last week, Milton spoke to the media and was asked about his experience in Dallas so far. That opened the door for him to take a shot at the Patriots, leaving many fans questioning whether he was speaking negatively about his former coaching staff, which would be unsurprising given how negatively they were received. Or, based on the context of his response, could he be revealing hostility toward his former quarterback teammates in New England? Cowboys QB Joe Milton has been surprised by how much Dak Prescott has helped him. Dak is a great leader. All respect to him. He literally goes out of his way to help me. I've been in another building. I know how that goes. It's just very different over here. Cowboys reporter confirmed what Patriots fans knew about Joe Milton all along. It seems unclear who exactly he was referring to, given the context of speaking highly about veteran quarterback Dak Prescott, which makes it even more incomprehensible that it could possibly be about Brissett or May. There had been no indication of a rift in the quarterback room last season, especially between the rookies, and nothing unflattering came out about Brissett's attitude, even after he was benched for May in Week 6. Although that doesn't necessarily mean fans and the media were privy to everything that was going on, it's difficult to imagine nobody picked up on drama behind the scenes when everything else seemed to leak out. It would certainly make more sense if Milton was referring to how things were handled by Mayo and company last year, which is far different than what's going on in Dallas. That would be in line with everything we've seen and heard about the 2024 season, as opposed to any chaos in the quarterback room. Regardless of who it's about at this point, it's a head-scratching comment, and the Patriots are fortunate to seemingly be avoiding any further drama this offseason now that Mike Vrabel is in the building. Hopefully that continues moving forward. The Dallas Cowboys always manage to have more than their fair share of major storylines in training camp, and owner Jerry Jones finds his way to the heart of them. This season, the primary headline has been MICAH Parsons' contract dispute, but an emerging story was the battle for the starting right guard spot. The Cowboys selected Tyler Booker at number 12 overall in the 2025 NFL Draft this spring, presumably to give the former Alabama star left guard the unenviable task of replacing future Hall of Famer Zach Martin at right guard. However, Booker was meeting more turbulence than expected in the form of Robert Jones. Jones, a former undrafted free agent out of Middle Tennessee, who spent the first 4 years of his career with the Miami Dolphins, held the upper hand at right guard early in camp. With fellow former first-rounders Tyler Smith and Tyler Guyton locked in on the left side of the line, Jones's play obstructed Booker's path to playing time. Now, that path is clear. On Monday, Adam Schefter reported that Jones will miss 2 to 3 months with a broken bone in his neck. The news thrusts Booker into the starting role, despite his ongoing transition from left guard to right guard. Sources: Cowboys guard Rob Jones, who has been working with the starting unit during the early part of training camp, broke a bone in his neck during Sunday's practice and now is expected to miss 2 to 3 months, per Todd Archer and me. Injury to Robert Jones increases pressure on Tyler Booker in rookie season. As if it wasn't enough pressure to arrive as the heir apparent to Zach Martin, one of the best defensive guards of this century in the NFL, Booker will now have to enter his first NFL season without much of an insurance policy behind him. It was always in Dallas's best interest for their number 12 overall selection to win the starting job over a free agent on a 1-year deal, so Booker would have been given a significant chance to play. Still, there would have been some comfort in knowing that Jones was there to step into the role if Booker experienced growing pains. Nearly all of Booker's career snaps at Alabama, and every snap after his freshman season, came on the left side of the offensive line, with all but 77 of those snaps at left guard. Booker recently described playing offensive line as doing algebra in a fist fight, and the transition to the right side is forcing him to do it backwards. The only silver lining to this injury is that Booker will now get all of the first-team reps through the rest of training camp, allowing him to grow more cohesive with the rest of Dallas's talented offensive line. With training camp underway and fans chanting, "Pay Micah," from the bleachers, Dallas Cowboys owner Jerry Jones and Executive Vice President Stephen Jones addressed the ongoing contract impasse with All-Pro linebacker MICAH Parsons. The franchise cornerstone remains unsigned beyond the season, but the front office has made clear it believes the ball is now in Parsons' court, judging by the comments made by Stephen Jones on Sunday. "We want to pay Micah, too," Stephen Jones said about the "Pay Micah" chants from the crowd. "He's got to want to be paid, too." Stephen Jones' blunt comment hinted at a deeper issue. The Cowboys appear to have made an offer Parsons has not accepted, and Dallas is making it public, so the pressure shifts to the player's side. While neither Stephen Jones nor Jerry Jones offered specifics about their offer, the implication was that the team believes its proposal is fair and that Parsons is holding out for more than Dallas is offering. Jerry Jones declined to give any update on negotiations and dismissed the fan outcry as modest compared to last year's "Pay Lamb" chants in another subtle dig toward Parsons. "I heard it light, but not compared to how I heard them say "Pay Lamb" last year. That was a faint little sound compared to the way they were hollering last year. Pay Lamb," Jerry Jones said. "Whoever's not in, you can count on a few hollering that. But it was a big, loud chant last year on Lamb." The Cowboys are known for dragging out key contract negotiations, and Parsons could be the latest example. As explained by NBC Sports' Mike Florio, Dallas may be leveraging time to its advantage. The Cowboys, Florio believes, are willing to pay Parsons $24 million this season and then use the exclusive franchise tag next year, getting 2 years of elite production for around $27 million without having to agree to a contract extension in advance. Parsons, for his part, hasn't spoken directly about the offer, but is attending Dallas training camp with a hold-in approach.